Hi, it's Kevin May from PhocusWire. One of our partner interviews here, Bold360. Lucinda McCaffrey, you're the travel sector lead at Bold360. Just give us a sense, if you can, what is Bold360 and what does it do?
Yeah, absolutely. So Bold360 is an AI-powered digital engagement platform. Okay. So effectively what we do is we start off as a customer engagement technology, and then we infuse that with some NLP services, so some AI, and we initially focused on customers, and we're now actually rolling that out to the employee experience as well, which is just as important. Okay. And then we use all of the insights that you've picked up across all of those customers or all of those digital touch points to actually give you operational insights into how your business is doing as well.
Okay, so that's the broad overview. I mean, how important, maybe this is an obvious question, but I'm interested in your take on it. I mean, how important is customer engagement in travel? We know the answer, but from your perspective, in terms of the technology.
Absolutely. So I actually think that it's actually more important in travel than it is in most other industries. If you think about it, travel has got the potential. You need more information than you would for any other industries. You've got lots and lots of various different touch points where you've got information coming from various different vendors, but also you've got the potential of being in some very, very high stress, emotional situations. So you need that information and you need it quickly. So as a travel vendor, are you going to be the hero in that situation and give them the information they need simply, or actually are you going to be the villain where they're really struggling to reach you?
Okay, so would you say that then travel companies per se aren't meeting this expectation at the moment then?
Travel's always been, it's always had quite a lot of challenges, I think, in terms of a technology space, simply because they've got some really, really huge, slow-moving legacy systems. And I feel like, so they've had the challenges in terms of meeting this expectation. But I think also they're dogged by the idea the expectation is actually even higher on travel brands. So it's definitely it's definitely a bit of a blind spot, I think, for a lot of travel brands at the moment.
Okay, so before we'll talk about the results in a second, but just give us an example then of how the solution is integrated or installed into Travel Company X, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. So it could be in a number of different ways. So effectively, if you go onto their website, so we provide a number of different channelings. So if you see any live chat pop-ups or Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp touch points, even emails, so those would be touch points that we've actually provided for the travel brand. That could be on their website, it could be on their mobile, it could also be within their app as well. So really those anywhere that you would actually have a digital touch point with the brand, we're there to support it.
Okay, and typically how long does that take to, let's assume a travel brand X again has had a conversation with you here. Is it difficult to start integrating and use?
Nowhere near as much as what people think it is, to be honest with you. So it's actually just a couple of weeks to deployment. It depends very much on the scale of what you're looking for as well. So we'll help you in the strategy. The technology piece in terms of a rollout isn't that difficult. Okay,
and what kind of results have travel brands been experiencing? Because obviously they've always want to solve a problem, so they talk to you, and then so what kind of happens with that kind of engagement level?
So there's so many, there's loads and loads of different success points. So I guess a lot of people come to us for AI and contact deflection. So really to ease the amount of contact that's coming through to their contact center, and by empowering their customers to digitally self-serve. Okay, so you can see, depending on how far you want to push that, we've got brands who've seen 40%, 50% contact deflection, and that really frees up their agents to focus on the emotional side of things with their customers and really focus on giving them better service. So we're seeing huge increases in customer satisfaction as well.
Okay, and last of all, I think this is one that I'm particularly interested in. Okay. So how does travel compare to other industries based on what you're seeing? Because you focus specifically on the travel sector. Yeah. How does it compare with the problems that they have and the kind of the results that they get?
So, the problems that they have are, I would say, probably almost a little bit bigger than with some other brands. And I think it's because those customer expectations are being set by working with other industries. So they're working with finance industries and they're working with sort of your traditional retail space. So they're seeing what nirvana is in terms of the customer engagement. Okay. So they can see that they're not actually really receiving it. So I think travel brands are actually a little bit more under pressure and feeling that a little bit more.
Okay, so but would you say that they are they're getting better over time, or are they always generally behind, or have they always been generally behind other industries?
Yeah, I think they are typically, and whenever it comes to technology, I think quite often they can be a little bit further behind other industries. And I think we're actually coming to a bit of a critical point with this as well. So the conversations I've had over the last few days, people are actually starting to realize that rather than looking towards other travel companies for inspiration, they need to be looking at other industries. So we're now starting to see a much more external view. So hopefully with that, we'll start to see the pace of change moving forward.
The travel industry's never typically been good at looking at other industries for inspiration. It's very insular. Would you agree then?
It's definitely very insular, and I can see why. I mean, it is very, very detailed. So I think that one of the big things we'll see within the tech space over the next few years is that actually technology will start to become lighter, it will start to become simpler and more agile, and that has to be a key focus.
Okay, Lucinda McCaffrey, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.